Welcome back, everyone, to Spiritual Gangster Recovery Podcast. The host with the most, Joe Dub, 12-stepologist, grateful recovering addict, child of God. Um, I've been praying, meditating about this podcast and what I should do with it, and how I should do it, and what I should do, and um, I just feel like I should just post stuff, right, and speak to you guys from the heart, and kind of tell you where I'm at, what I'm trying to do, where I'm trying to go, and what my life looks like, daily, as well as sharing my story. And then here soon, I'm gonna get somebody in here so that we can do a little uh, mock run, if you will, about having guests on here. So, um, besides watching podcasts, I have no idea what I'm doing. As far as editing and like all the other stuff, what I did was I got a webcam that I had, didn't even know I had. I went and got one of those circle lights, real cheap one at Walmart. Got me some Hollyland microphones, wireless, because I didn't want them big old things in people's face or my face. Um, Here we are freestyling it. Um, I feel like I got one of those messages that I don't know how to put it real softly, right? But I also can almost put it in an empathetic, unconditional love way, right? Like so many people have asked me to sponsor them over the years, and um, I had one overdose and die the next day, and I tried to take on the guilt and shame from that, which somebody I really trust and one in the fellowship was like, you can carry the message, but you can't carry the addict. And that's, the absolute truth, right? I can carry a message of, my strung out dope fiend, homeless, jails, institution, and overdose ass did it, then you can do it. Um, but it's like somebody ain't done until they're done, right? Like no amount of love, no amount of shaming them, guilting, you know, any of those things, having kids, getting married, like nothing stops a person until like the pain has become great enough to make a change. So I made those changes somewhat, right? Like I did some step work, traditions, concepts, got me a great sponsor, and also like I would ask other people questions when I heard them speak and carry themselves, and they carried themselves like someone that was actually in recovery, right? That really truly believed in the message that any addict can stop using, lose the desire to use, and find a new way of life, right? Um, so, I would say I've been in recovery for the past 7 years, pretty solid. Let's say six because the past year has been really rocky. I haven't used, but um, I have a problem with codependency and like thinking that I always need somebody in my life, and not just somebody, a broken somebody that I think I can fix. Um, so yeah, I mean, I made a couple early mistakes working in recovery, and you know, I was honest about those mistakes when the time came, and now I'm facing the consequences. That's another thing that'll make a person quit getting high and drinking and using is consequences. Um, Spend enough time in the workhouse and prison where you don't have no freedom, and you just watch seasons change. Somebody tells you when you can eat, shit, piss, all that, go to bed. Um, yeah, I remember those times because I never want to forget where I came from. So, you know, kind of leading up to where I'm at today in my recovery is, um, I've almost built like this life that God and me, right? Because I want to give the glory where it's due, uh, has empowered me and put the right people in my life for me to get to a certain place. And um, I have a problem with not being content for too long. I want to evolve and move on to the next thing because in early recovery, all those things start uh, kind of coming quick, right? Because some simple things happen when you quit getting high, right? You quit going to jail. Um, the people that you have hurt so much throughout addiction start to trust you again and believe in you, and that in turn helped me believe in myself, right? So, um, you know, probably 4 solid relationships into being in recovery, absolute failures. And I'm not blaming nobody. I don't shoot shots, right? Uh, but this last one really took me through a ringer, right? Decided to date somebody 20 years younger than me that was barely clean. Actually wasn't clean. Um, and I allowed this to continue to go on because sometimes I can think that I deserve to still be in chaos or still have pain in my life. Uh, and it's been a real eye opener, right? Um, I'm about to work another round of steps through this last relationship, and also the strained relationship with me and my daughter. Um, so yeah, but you know what? It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. Like it says somewhere in the scripture where it's like, you know, the peace of God will guard your mind and heart in Christ Jesus. I'm pretty sure that's how it says. I don't have them all the way memorized, but I know the parts that have truly spoken to my heart throughout my life, and I hold on to those promises of God because I believe them. Right? I've been unemployed for a little while now. I just went to an interview today, and it was for lawn care service, and dude was you know definitely a little twacky. All the people around were twacky. Um, I tried to talk to him. It was even hard to talk to him. Anyways, um, that was trash. I've been getting a lot of denials, right? Like, cause I'm also learned to be honest in the beginning, right? I'm a felon, multi-felon over, terrible credit, cause some places do credit checks now, believe it or not. Um, and it's just been really hard. It's been really difficult. So, I've got to this place to where I still have this peace that doesn't make no sense whatsoever, right? Um, thank God for my parents and having my back through this time. I've also been in a really, really severe bad depression where um, sometimes I've been isolating. I won't answer the phone. I'll just sit in here where, you know, I know I'm safe and trying to figure out how to do this is the next goal and challenge I've set for myself. Because I have a hard time. I might be able to lay around, eat ice cream and not do shit and watch movies and pet my cat as I'm just kicking it, right? But that only lasts so long. Um, and this is something I really, really want to do. So, uh, And I'm stepping out in faith and trying to figure this out. And then thank God for my parents. They have my back. Thank God for financial aid. Which, by the way, I'm in school and next year I can graduate. I will graduate with my bachelor's in psychology with the ability to test and get my LCDC3. Um, but now, like, it's school has had an extra layer of stress for the past couple years since I've been doing it. And, I'm like, once I get this bachelor's, I'm tapping, right? So now I want to at least ask about what it would take to go ahead and finish it off and get my master's. If it was reasonable, negotiable, I might do it, but otherwise, I don't think I got much more school in me. 43 years old. But anyways, that was a goal I set for myself. I went after it. I'm getting through it. I'm not no great student, right? I'm like a BC, a D is a degree type of student. Not that I don't try. I'm really not. I don't retain well. I have to. Things damn near got to be beaten to my head for me to get them. Um, but I just want to, continue to do this and uh, see what happens, right? I'm trying to make an intro clip to the, podcast, um, and try to get like looking legit, by myself, just trying to, chat GBT and Google it out until I can get it figured out. So, I'm gonna try to throw these in there too, man. Just kind of share my life with you, if you let me, right? Um, I've also put a bunch of different ways that you can help support this vision of mine, this heart of mine to build this thing right and get some momentum where it's like confirmation that people do hear me and the things I say might strike a chord with them where they're like, I want to hear more, right? I want to hear more what the spiritual gangster's got to say. Um, because I know this for sure. God has given me the grace and patience and unconditional love to never believe that there's any throwaway people. Nobody's too far gone to where they can't decide to change and do something different with their life. Um, one of the people that I started hanging out with when I first came to Lancaster in the shelter used to get us kicked out of the McDonald's because it being there drinking beers and get all obnoxious and get our little homeless crew. We had to leave at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't come back till 5:30. Um, just by a truck and like him and his kid's mom. It's been rough for them. But he's doing really good. I almost cried. Seen him in the gas station, working in the gas station, and was getting some gas. And those God moments, man, inspire me, right? Because I don't want to get like ego or prideful. Where like, yeah, I did that. I helped them get there. But I want to believe that in some way, shape, or form, showing up for them and loving them, no matter what, no matter how many times they relapsed them, and no matter how many times they came back and got a white key tag. I met them with a hug and sometimes some tears and just I'm glad you're back, right? I'm glad you're back and decided to fight for your life. So what are we gonna do different this time, right? Um, and it's a universal. I really truly believe a universal thing that addicts and alcoholics are some of the most hard-headed, stubborn people. Um, ever. But we're also some of the most loving, compassionate, empathetic, creative, artistic people also. So, this is just a little spot check, whatever you will, for where I'm at today. And, you know, I pray this thing is getting some momentum. Like, I see some of my friends watching them and liking it, and that means a lot to me. No matter what, if somebody takes the time to actually watch the video and like it, um, you know, fills me up. Just like a little bit of somebody when I share something with them and some hope being ignited is greatest thing ever. So yeah, stay tuned for more. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day.